Welcome back to the Corporate Burnouts. Hey, Mandy, how are you?
I'm doing so good. How are you?
I am good. Getting ready for Christmas. What about you?
Yeah. We are getting ready we'll go to my family's for Christmas Eve, and then we drive back and spend the whole Christmas day with Dan's family and the kids and everybody. And then we're leaving the day after Christmas for Florida for 3 weeks, and I'm so excited.
I hate you.
I know. When we left, I told you, when we left
I know.
Florida, we were planning our next trip because it is too cold once you leave that state.
Yeah, I know. I'm just jealous. I don't really hate you.
I know you don't.
So I think it's kind of funny. This episode will actually come out on Christmas morning. So Merry Christmas to everyone who's
Merry
listening right
Christmas.
now. We are obviously pre-recording this and leading up to Christmas, getting excited, shopping, check, got all the now we're down to like dotting I's and crossing T's and making sure that grocery lists have all happened and, getting ready
Yeah,
for
do
all of the
not
madness.
go. Yeah, do not go to the grocery store on Christmas Eve. You hate
Yeah. So
yourself.
that's what I'm trying to avoid. We have Christmas Eve. We're doing Christmas with Chase's family. We'll do Christmas morning with the kids and the whole fam bam. And then my family kind of does things a little bit weird. We do Christmas with like my dad, my brother and sister-in-law, and all of them on the Monday after Christmas because we're working around weird people's work schedules, right? Like we have a hairdresser. I think she's a radiology tech. I don't know. She works at the hospital. She's in
Okay.
radiology of some sort.
Mhm. Yeah.
And she does not work on Mondays either. So we are just working around all the crazy work schedules. So Mondays work for us. And
Well,
then
that works. No, I'm so excited about that because that makes the holiday. So we have Christmas Eve on Wednesday. So
uh-huh.
you're going to be like partying straight through Monday. It just elongates
Except
the holiday a little.
not. I'm gonna get a break between
Well, no,
Christmas
but I'm saying
celebrations.
but you get to relax, like, and
Right.
enjoy the
That's the
downtime.
thing.
Mhm.
I don't have Christmas celebrations every single day. It's
Mhm.
like we're going to do Christmas Eve, then we're going to do Christmas morning, and then we're going to have a weekend
Mhm.
where I
Yeah.
just get to like be myself,
Relax.
be my
Mhm.
normal self, veg on the couch if I want
Yeah.
to.
Just watch
Go see a
Christmas
movie,
movies.
like
Mhm.
right, like do
Yeah.
something or do
I love
nothing.
that.
Then do Christmas. And then what I think is really cool, and for those of you listening, if you hate going from house to house to house, and that's the way I was raised, right? Like I had 15 places to be in 2 days because everybody was celebrating at the same time. And you have to eat your no thank you helping of food everywhere you go.
Yes.
It's a whole thing. But as an adult, it's not like that. My mom's side of the family, when I say my mom's side of the family, not the immediate family, like the extended family, we get together for the entire weekend of Martin Luther King weekend and
Yeah.
play games and just like really drag it out and get family time because we're scattered across the state and Texas is a big state. So
Mhm.
to get together, it's just so much more valuable that we get to spend a lot of time together instead of,
Mhm.
oh, it's so good to see you. I'll see you next year.
Yeah.
Like what? You know?
No, I
So
appreciate that so much. I
yeah.
spent some time with my ex. We always did the middle of December because, all the kids and all the spouses going every which way. And I love that. I'm like, I get presents again in the middle of January. Dig it.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
really and from a budget perspective, I'm like, I don't have to worry about those presents until
I
later.
know.
Like,
There were
let's get
so
this out
many
of the way.
nieces and nephews there. And so we would not shop for them until the sales after Christmas. It was
Yes.
lovely.
Yeah, so
Yep.
that's
Love
really
that.
fun. I'm excited about it. So we wanted to make sure that we had something a little more lighthearted for everyone today as, our content, corporate and being a burnout of sorts, can get a little bit heavy. And who wants that on Christmas Day? So we're going to take it a little bit more lighthearted and just laugh about the craziness that sometimes is a professional life. I mean, we call it corporate, but we're not corporate right now. And I still find myself writing professional emails and receiving them sometimes and going, what did you really mean by that? So the humor in it is what keeps us going. Sometimes I will say
Hmm.
we lived for it. It would be like, oh my gosh, did you get the email from so and so? Or let me forward you this. Like, it's
Yes.
good content to laugh and commiserate about. So we're going to dive into corporate emails and what they would actually say if they were honest.
hmm No, I love that. Email is I got very good at, right? I
Mhm.
got very good at figuring out how to say everything a PC way that did not make me look bad, even though if you've ever written one, then when you receive one, you kind of understand. You're like, why are they giving me the middle finger? And it's like, well, they're frustrated, just like when I'm
Yeah.
frustrated and I write that same thing about circling back. There's so many buzzwords that, and we actually
Huh.
had an episode about the buzzwords.
Yeah.
But this, we want to recognize that these emails can be difficult to write. They can be difficult to receive, but it's actually hard whenever you are trying to write those emails. You just want to be direct, right?
Yeah.
We had a coworker who was so direct that it was kind of condescending. He just didn't play the game. He was like, I'm not gonna beat around the bush on this. I'm very frustrated. And he
Yeah.
wasn't mean, but
No,
it
but he was also really quick to copy anybody who needed to see whatever idiot statement that
yeah.
started this, like,
Mhm.
you know what? I'm tired of having this conversation. So I'm going to be as direct as possible. I'm going to copy everyone who needs to know so that somebody can nip this in the butt. It
Yeah,
cracks
it
me up
becomes
like,
somebody else's problem because most of those
yes.
emails were not to me. They were to a store
No, I get
and he
copied on it.
copied on me and I'm just like, "Man, I can hear him saying this and he is pissed that he thinks you're so stupid right now."
Yeah. And they were like, why does he hate me? Oh, well, he doesn't hate you so much as you're one of 500 who
That
have.
asked the same question.
Yes. Yeah. He's just frustrated and doesn't know how to put, the sugar on it, which,
Mhm.
some people prefer the
Mhm.
pleasantries and
Mhm.
professionalism in email, and some people just like want to get to the nuts and bolts of it. I
Mhm.
had a few bosses, funny story, one of which is now the president and CEO of the company.
Yeah.
I won't name any names, but Jerry Morgan was the master of really, really great emails that were like one-liners, no punctuation, or a ton of exclamation points, one of the two. And if he uses a lot of exclamation points, he's really happy or he's really not happy. But he was a direct email writer, and I really appreciated that because I knew very authentically, I knew exactly where I stood. He was either really excited and proud of whatever it was he was emailing about, or he was like, where is this? What the hell is going on? Like
Yeah.
you knew exactly what you were getting from him. And I think that's a sign of a really strong leader.
Mhm.
However, depending on where you're at on the totem pole, if you're not the CEO, sometimes you
Yeah.
can't get away with the
You
directness
can't
of it. So you got to put some sugar on it.
You can't. The other person though that we were talking about was not the CEO. He just wanted to knock it out and be direct. I think that what we're seeing here is that men generally write a more direct email.
Yeah.
Women take the nicer approach and I think
I
that
think
you're
we're
going
just a
to
little more
hear
in
that in
tune with
this.
feelings and
Yes. Always
protecting
worrying
our
about people's
own, protecting
feelings.
others,
Mhm.
like, and also when you think about this language that has been derived over time for professionalism in email, it's very performative
Mhm.
to cover your ass. That's what it
Yeah.
boils down to.
Mhm.
I'm going to say this in this way so that you can't say I was an asshole because I wasn't.
No, what you took from it. We had this conversation earlier
Mhm.
about it's like you are talking to a child and you say it one way and they hear what they want to hear from it, right? And it's the same. I think I've been interviewing interns
Mhm.
from the CAPS program, and it's been really great to talk to these kids. But one of the questions that I asked is, how do you like to receive feedback? Would you rather it in the moment in person? Would you rather it over email or text? Or would you rather it during a specific time during like reviews each week or month?
Yeah.
And again, in person, but like during a specific time that you receive feedback. And only one of them said in email. But I'm thinking that a lot of kids these days like to be able to process feedback because they don't like to hear it, right? Like
Well, no one
no
does.
one likes feedback, but they want that time to deal with it and get back to you, or they feel more confident bucking what you have to say
Yeah.
over email or text. And for me, I'm like, I need everything in person because you don't know what, and a couple of them brought that up that answered, I want it in person and right away because they can't read tone in an email,
Mhm.
and you can be as polite as you'd like about it, but you're still going to run into, I don't know exactly what they meant. I didn't see their face when
Yep.
they said that. Are they mad about it? Am I going to start to spin out because I think that they hate me? And it's like, no, I just need you to make sure that you always put captions on the videos that you send.
Right.
Not, I hate
it's
you and I
simple.
hope that you die because you didn't put captions on this last video.
Yeah.
So I think that the email can be really powerful and really confusing. But again, this is about just kind of making fun of the whole thing because we've all run into those emails that are like, I know
I mean,
what they
there's the
meant.
ones that like ruin your weekend. There's the ones that, cause you to spiral. I mean, I can remember, especially early on in my more professional corporate life, we had a leader that would write emails and they were incredible. They were incredible emails, very well written. But I would read the email 6, 7, 8 times trying to decode exactly what
And
was meant
fully
here.
spiral.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then be like, "Okay, I'm seeing a trend in the emails. There's very much a compliment sandwich going on."
Mm-hmm.
So then
Yep.
I'm like, "Does she like really mean the compliment that she said, or is she just trying to find something nice to say to fill in that like?" Now I'm like, "Okay, you're like can just get to the point here." I was very much one of those people that I just need you to tell me what it is that you need and we'll fix that like in the moment, or else I'm going to dwell on this. If you save a stack of feedback for me for a review, that's
It
gonna
feels like a full-on attack.
right. And
Right.
then any compliment or nice thing you have to say to me, I feel like is just a courtesy. It's a pleasantry, and that's not what I'm going to focus on. So it can be tricky, but
Yeah.
again, the purpose of this, we want to keep it light and fun, is that sometimes when you are just not in the mood and you have to send an email, or if you're being sent an email and you decode it, they mean what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But each one of these little catchphrases means something a little bit differently. So we have a few emails that we're going to read with all of the, we'll call it corporate fluff. And
Mm-hmm.
then we're going to rewrite them as far as what they really said.
Yeah.
Email number 1, are you ready?
Yeah.
The subject line is quick check-in. Okay. So this is
Okay.
coming
So
from your manager to you.
quick check-in.
Quick
Okay.
check-in.
Let's see.
Hi, Mandy. Just checking in to see where we're at with the Q4 report. I know you've had a lot on your plate, so no rush. Just wanted to get a sense of timing as leadership is asking for updates. Thanks. What is
Okay.
this email actually saying?
This email says, get your shit done now. That's what the subject line should be. Get your shit
Okay.
done right now. Okay. Because I've already asked and now we're here again. So a quick check-in and a reminder, it's a reminder, this was already due and we need you to get right on it, I think is the deal. The no rush is,
A
to me,
lie. It's
a
just a
lie.
flat out lie.
It's fully passive aggressive. It's like, I want you to rush at this point because why don't I have this already? Like we are beyond that. Yeah. If I were to rewrite this email, if I could say whatever I wanted, right? If
Mhm.
I needed to send this email and I could say whatever I wanted, I would say, this needs to move to the top of your list, please. Right. I wouldn't be a dick, but it's like, and Mandy's like, you do this to
That's
me.
what you do to me on the
I
daily.
do.
Okay.
I
I'm
do, but
not
I
sure
can
what
be
you're working
direct
on,
with
but
you.
this
We're
is
not
your
in corporate.
first. Yes. This
We're
is your
not.
first priority. And I'm like, all right, here we go. I
I
can be
prefer
direct
that.
though.
Yes. Yes. Like if I was like, no rush, then you would literally be like, okay,
You'll
I
get it
guess I can
next
move
year.
this down to the.
Yep. Bye. I ain't doing it.
Okay. But it would be, move this to the top of your list. This was due already. So just make sure it's the first thing that you do today before you do anything else. And then whenever I talk to you in a little while, I would be telling you about something and I would say, but don't start on this. Finish what I asked you to do earlier, and then you're
Yeah.
allowed to start on this because you get excited about the new thing,
I
the
know, but it's
shiny
good
new
that you
toy.
say that
Yeah.
because I've already been like, "Oh, I'm just going to play with this for a little bit and then I'll get
Yeah.
back to that." And
Uh-huh.
the minute you say, don't do this right now, then I'm like, hands off. I'm not touching it. It's fine. I
Yep.
really want to,
Yeah.
but it's like that reminder of like, no, nope, squirrel. We don't do that.
Yep. That's funny. I hadn't planned to rewrite it like I was writing it to you, but I literally, this is how I would write it, because
Yeah.
in corporate I had to say what other people expected to hear, but now I'm not mean, right?
Yeah. No,
I'm
but you are
rarely,
yourself.
yes, I'm rarely mean, but I am, even if frustrated, I am like, can we just do this? Like,
Yeah.
let's just do this, because you understand that it's important, or, and you just needed a reminder
Mhm.
that it's the most important thing on our plate today,
Yep.
because whatever.
And it's
So,
not about your frustration. It's just simply about the priority list. Like
yes.
it's
Mhm.
work.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We just got to get
Mhm.
this done. You cool?
Yeah.
Okay. We're cool. Move forward.
Yep. But yeah, so ask ChatGPT to rewrite it in
I
like
did. Are
what
you
people.
ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Subject line. This is late. Hi,
This is
Mandy. I need the Q4 report. It was due already, and leadership is asking me about it, which means I'm now stressed and passing that stress on to you.
yes.
What I'm getting out of that is shit rolls downhill, and you're about to
Yep.
be covered in it.
You
When
got
I
it.
say no rush, what I actually mean is please do this immediately so that I can stop getting messages about it. Thanks. 100%. None of that was mean. It's just honest.
Yeah, it's just honest.
But
Mhm.
nobody's going to do that and leave a paper trail of saying
No.
shit rolls downhill. But they should, because it's so
Yeah.
good.
No, I love that. If emails could be really what people are thinking, that is exactly, because that's and that's what happens with us. I'm like, I'm so stressed because I have the client emailing me. So, like, top of the list. It's fair. It's a fair thing to ask. Okay, give me another one.
Email number 2. This email is from a coworker, but the email is being sent to you and your manager. So they've CC'd your manager.
Nice move. Okay.
So that's fun. Subject, alignment on next steps. Hi, all. Just wanted to loop everyone in to make sure we're aligned on next steps for the client deliverable. I want to ensure expectations are clear so we can avoid any confusion moving forward. Happy to discuss further if needed. Best, Alex. Tell me
All
what
right,
this email
so
really says.
this email really says, you did not do what I asked the first time, or probably the second or third time. So
Amy?
I'm going to loop in your boss so that they can now hold you accountable for the thing that you were supposed to do for us as a team. And I'm super pissed about this, that it had to get this far. And now I hope your boss fucking rains hell on your ass.
And now there's a paper trail that
Yes.
says this isn't my fault, it's yours. This is why
Yes.
this project's not
I
complete.
did the part that was my deliverable. Now you do the part that's your deliverable, and we can just move on.
Yep.
You lazy bitch.
Yep.
I don't know.
I like that. Let's see
All
what
right, what did
ChatGPT
ChatGPT say?
said. Okay. What the coworker actually means. Subject line. I'm covering myself just in case.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. I think something went wrong, and I want it documented that it wasn't me. I'm CCing our manager so that there's a record of this conversation for later. I'm using words like alignment and clarity so that I sound collaborative, but really I just want everyone to know that I noticed the issue first. Open to discussing if I need to defend myself further later. Best, Alex.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Because seriously, it's exactly what's happening, right? Like,
Yeah.
we've all done projects where we're like, that
I
one,
am not at
she's
fault
the
here.
one. Yeah, she's the one who didn't
Kick
do what she
her.
was supposed to do. And luckily, we lived in a space of no man left behind. So we were
Yeah.
always going to take care of it behind the scenes so that the boss didn't need to get involved.
But I'm glad you said that, because that is a perfect example of the whole let's take this offline. Like, I'm not
Mhm.
writing this shit on paper, but you're about to hear it.
Yeah. Like, I'm still frustrated, but I'm not going to write it to our boss because I'm still giving you a chance to redeem yourself
Because
before I have to
I don't want
sell
you to
down the
get
river.
fired. I
Yeah.
just want you to get
Yeah.
chastised a little bit.
Yeah. But some people, their teams are not nearly as collaborative as we were. So,
Yep.
do you have any more of
Okay.
those? These are fun.
I have one more.
Okay.
This one is from leadership with like some HR energy.
Okay.
Subject line, friendly reminder, policy acknowledgement. Hi, team. This is a friendly reminder to complete the updated policy acknowledgement by end of day today. Please note this is a required step for compliance purposes. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks, the HR team.
So, I'll tell you what I would have done. I would have sent this only to the people who hadn't filled it out. That drives me
And not
effing
blind
crazy.
send, just
Yeah.
send.
Yes, just send. These are the people still on the list. I'm very direct, but I think that that's super fair. It's not fair that you're going to clog up my email when I already got it done. And then so many people, when you send it to so many people are like, oh, that's not me, like, so
Yep.
anyway, I would have been direct and I would have sent it to, I don't know, maybe everyone separately, to be honest. Like, I don't need to show people who's not doing things, but just like, hey, girl, I need this.
Yeah.
But what they're saying is that you literally had a month to do this and you
And it's
have
due
still
today,
not done
asshole.
it. Yeah. Like, for all of you procrastinators out there, you need to take the absolutely just 1 minute to do this right now. Right now. And not in a little while, like, just do it right
Just
now
stop
and
what you're
then
doing, get
move
it
on
done.
with your day. Yes,
It's like
that's
3
what I would say.
clicks. Let's do
Yes.
this. So for
Alright.
me, this is not friendly. This is like, you're a last minute asshole, and I'm definitely calling you one.
Mhm,
Somebody hasn't done it on this list. Maybe it's
mhm,
you, maybe it's not. We're
mhm.
going to track who doesn't comply. This will come up later, and this email is being used as paper trail so that I can prove that you had a last minute warning and you still didn't do it,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm. Yep.
I love how HR always says, let us know if you have any questions. Like, what question should I or could I have about a non negotiable policy acknowledgement that I've had a month to complete but is due today?
Well, so I still do a lot of, let me know if you have any questions. And that is a polite thing that I still say.
Well, I don't mind it in all emails, but in this one, it's like,
Right.
well,
Well, but it's
what?
just showing, like, if you're too dumb to figure this out on your own, I'm helpful,
I will
right?
help
I
hold your
can
hand.
walk you through this. There should be absolutely no questions. Click this link and sign your
Yeah,
name.
just check the box, man. Okay, ChatGPT rewrote our email for us, and this
Mhm.
is what HR is really saying. The subject line: do this or it's going to be a problem. Hi, team. Some of you did not complete the required policy acknowledgement, and now we're annoyed. This is mandatory, tracked, and will absolutely matter later, even though we're pretending it's casual. There are no real questions to ask. Please just click the thing so we can check the box and move on. Thanks, HR. Just click the freaking box, man.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Let's be done with this, all of you procrastinators. So
Gosh.
this is how I feel about invoices. Like, I'm the type of person, this kind of stuff, like, I love anything that I can get done in no time,
Yeah.
right? Like, that's my brain works in the way that I'm like, I can get this out of my way by just clicking this one thing and doing it.
Huh?
And that's how I am with invoices. When an invoice is sent to me, I click on it right away, I pay it, and I move on, right? So that I don't have to worry about that. Wally was attacking the cat.
We're leaving that in.
Yeah. All right. So that's over. That's good. The cat just sits there and cleans the place where Wally was dragging him by
Yeah.
his arm
Like,
across the
that
living
hurt.
room.
That hurt.
No, he's like, that dog is unclean. I need to clean this.
I gotta wash
So
you off.
this cat is an obsessive cleaner. He cleans about 22 hours a day. So,
Wow.
yeah, he doesn't have any, he's the cutest. I love him so much, but he doesn't have any hair on his stomach at all. None. Because
Does he lick it off?
he cleans obsessively the midsection. He doesn't have much hair on his arms right here either, because obviously he
Because he
licks
just
them and
licks.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's obsessive about it, and after he wants you to touch it, like, he's a friendly cat, but after you touch him, he has to clean for a little while because we nasty people. So now everyone
Okay.
knows Mittens has a little
OCD
bit of,
Mittens.
yes, he is OCD. But he loves playing with Wally. He just has to clean for a while after.
That's so funny.
So anyway,
Back to emails.
yeah. What were we talking about?
We were talking.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I wanted to, we went through some of the kind of buzzword type things and decoded, but I want to dig into, I looked up a whole bunch of ones that people say a lot, like
Yeah.
just checking in, right?
Yeah. Per my
And
last email.
per my last email, it's got to be on there. But I want to go through some of these and the funny things that they mean, okay? Because this is just fun. So the first one is just checking in. You ignored me and now I'm choosing violence. Politely. Yeah. I love
And
it.
we will escalate this to your manager if need be.
Mhm. Per my last email, I already told you this, and I'm annoyed you made me say it again. That is exactly what that means.
Yes, and I feel like per my last email is so widely known as a fuck you
Yeah.
that you almost can't politely get away with saying it
No, you
at
might as
all
well just
anymore.
say, "Will you look at the other 6 emails I sent you about
Yeah.
this?" Yeah.
Yeah, I started using other ways of saying that, like, "Hey, take a look at the last email I sent." If you scroll down about 2 quarters of the way 2 quarters?
Mhm.
Wow. 3 quarters of the
2
way down,
quarters.
you'll find exactly what I was
You
trying to
need to
tell you here.
what is that called?
2 quarters,
No, but what is
reduce
a
fractions.
reduce fractions? You need to
Yeah.
reduce your fractions halfway down the page for those of
Yeah,
you who didn't
halfway down
pass.
the page. 2 quarters down the page. I'm not embarrassed, it's
Man.
fine.
No,
We're gonna
it
leave
is
all our
fine.
bloopers in this episode
Yeah, might
here,
as
so
well.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
we're just holiday happy. All right. Quick question. This will derail your entire afternoon. That's a good one.
100%. I
Yeah.
love that when it's like, "Hey, this is not on your to-do list today, but it's gonna take it over." Sorry.
No. And oh, hate it. When you get a chance,
That means right now.
yeah, move it to the top of your list. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's hard because it's easy for me to be direct and be like, this is what needs to happen next. It's harder with a coworker. A lot of these are happening between
Peers.
coworkers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is hard because you're like, I'm not the boss of you, but like literally get on my timetable here.
Yeah. But I feel like even move it to the top of your list, like, you use that a lot, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't find that to be it is direct, but
Mm-hmm.
it's kind and functional, and it's realistic to be like, it's what you're gonna do next.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, but again, I understand with coworkers, it's like we've all got a list today.
Yeah.
Why is my priority your top priority? It's like,
It
so
is
we
very
have to
different
say it
that's
like
coming
this.
from leadership.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um, of course, the let's circle back. What does that one mean to you?
Let's circle back means I don't wanna fuck with this right now.
Yeah. I don't want to do this right now.
Yes.
So let's put this on as a tomorrow me problem.
Yep.
Moving forward, this is a good one too.
You already messed up. I'm annoyed and you messed up, so I'm gonna give you directions. I'm gonna dumb it down a little bit for you.
Mhm.
Moving forward,
Yeah.
you're not gonna do that again.
Yeah. This is the new rule.
Yeah.
Don't screw it up. Just to clarify,
You were too dumb to read the instructions the first time.
get on the same page. Why are you not reading? Happy to discuss.
That means if you're still dumb and you still don't know what I mean, I will hold your hand and break it down for you, but I will do it with this tone.
Yes. And in person or on the phone so there's no paper trail.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Like, what are you missing? Help me help you.
Yeah. Thanks in advance.
This is not optional. Do it
Yeah.
and do it
Yes. Yes. I'm already thanking you. So
Mhm.
you
now.
cannot
Yeah, I'm
not do this
considering
at
it
this
done
point.
because I'm gonna be pissed if this isn't done the next time I reach out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Friendly reminder.
Like, get your life together, put your stuff on a calendar, and get it done so that I don't have to keep. Wow, I
Mhm.
feel very attacked right now by my own words.
Yeah.
Put it on the calendar. That was my favorite phone call one day. I don't remember what it was. I said something about missing an appointment, and it was like a
Yes.
personal thing.
Yeah.
And you stopped me in the middle of my sentence and screamed at me, "Just put it on your calendar." And I was like, I got it. Damn.
You did not have it on your calendar though. It was
I
10 minutes
know.
before therapy last week and you said,
Well,
I
that's
have
what
to
it
call
was.
her
I
and
was
cancel.
like, I gotta call and cancel because I forgot. And
I said-
you had a
I
minty
said,
bee over
why
here.
did you forget? Well, it wasn't on my calendar. Oh my gosh, we can't fix her. We can't fix her.
No,
All right.
some things are just broken.
Let me know your thoughts.
They have what I want figured out, and I need you to agree with it.
Yes. Please agree with me. That's
Yes.
let me know your thoughts. Apologies for the delay.
You were not my top priority, and I chose to do something else instead. And I'm acknowledging before you can acknowledge that this is late.
Yes. That's the best one to be able to send. Sorry for the delay, but it's done, right?
Yeah.
Here's everything. That's a nice feeling, but
Yeah.
it's usually the I completely forgot about this.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay because if I didn't
Unless
forget
it's
about it, I
followed
would
up
have got
with-
it done.
Yeah. Unless it's followed up with, I'm sorry for the delay. You'll get that from me next week.
Yeah. And then no, I don't like that. I don't like that answer. As discussed.
Yeah. This is not the first time I've had to tell you this, and this is becoming a problem, and now I'm deeply annoyed by you.
Yeah. And again, we need a paper trail because I don't want anyone to
And
think
this will
that we
be
did not
used against
discuss
you
this.
in the court of law.
Great question.
Well, that means I don't know either. We'll have to figure it out together.
Yeah. Yeah. That happens a lot. Great question. I'm pretty direct with this one though. It's like, great
Yeah.
question. I don't know either. Let's loop this person in, you
Yeah,
know.
it's like it's what you say before you acknowledge, it is a
Mhm.
good question that I can't help you with, so
Yeah.
we're gonna learn.
Let's take this offline.
I'm gonna get fired if I write it in an email.
Yeah, possibly. So actually, this isn't about email, but there's this really funny video, and I don't know if it really happened, or if it was some kind of skit, but they were on this Zoom. I don't know if you saw it, but they were on this Zoom, and someone said, they called out someone like, "Hey, I just wanted to remind you that this is due to me," and blah 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 blah. And the girl was like, "Oh, I turned that into Jamie last week." And the boss goes, "Oh, okay, let's go ahead and take this offline." And she goes, "No, no, no. Why are we taking this offline? Why do we need to take this offline now? Like, you were willing to call me out in front of everybody, but now that you know that Jamie is the problem here, she's
Now we
on
don't
this
wanna
call
call
too."
out Jamie.
No, we don't want to call out Jamie, the manager. Oh, like, and she really fought back, and she's like, "We just need to jump off this call and have this separately." And she goes, "No, I really need
To be
to."
fair, that's
Yeah.
exactly what needs to happen, but that should have happened before you called me out publicly. If you wanna have this public conversation, let's go. We're boxing
Yeah.
gloves are on now, ho.
Yeah, really. But it was just so funny. Again, not about email, but it was like, we can't take this offline now. Like, this
Now
is
that it's started, here we go. I would agree with that. I like that.
I like that too. I bet she got in some pretty good trouble
Yeah,
for that.
probably. That's not smart. Don't take
No.
advice from us.
At your earliest convenience.
Stop what you're doing right now.
Yeah. That's that's what I mean if I send it to a client, I guess. I'm like, "Will you please try and work this in today?" But I don't want to tell them how to run their business. So I'm like,
Right.
"At your earliest convenience." This is funny. Thanks for flagging this.
Organized and wasn't going to see it if you had not pointed it out to me.
Yeah, and you called me right out.
Yeah.
Thanks for flagging this. Thanks for putting this in my face that I effed up.
Yeah. But, at least when I would say it, it's like, no, seriously.
Mhm.
Seriously, thank you for
Mhm.
flagging this
Yeah, I
because
missed it,
I missed it
obviously.
completely.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think some people would be like, thanks for flagging this. Like, I already know you're on my list. You're just not my top priority.
Yeah.
But I think, some of us who live in the world of ADHD, undiagnosed and untreated, would probably be like, no, really, really, you're keeping my head above water. I appreciate it. You didn't let me drown. And that's what
That's
being
good.
a good teammate is about, right? Like, legitimately helping each other out.
There's so many good ones. I'll just do one more. Hope this makes sense.
Oh, I say that a lot, and not so much in email, but in actual conversation. Like, does that make sense? Does that make
Mhm.
sense? Like, I need to validate that I've dumbed it down enough because I don't want to say this again.
Yeah. It's kind of an insecurity about what I
Yes.
just said, and also to make sure that you're on the same page,
Hmm.
but it puts the onus back on you of, maybe I'm dumb. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
When
Am I
in
explaining things
reality.
properly?
Mhm.
Yep, I would
Yeah.
agree.
These are all really good ones. I really I think that, you know, I can all day be like, I don't email like that anymore. I like to be direct. I like to give direction, but like, when I think about it, yes, sometimes we have client conversations over email that have to be still direct, but I definitely don't want to come off wrong, right? I
Right.
definitely don't want anybody to feel like I'm attacking them, the
Hmm.
people who pay me. I don't want
Right.
to do that. And I never want to feel defensive. Like, I don't want them to feel like we get defensive if they emailed or called with a issue.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I still use a lot of
Some of
this
those
because
catchphrases.
I'm not the boss of them, and they pay me, but I hope that they don't take it in some of these ways,
Yeah. I think
right?
that after this conversation, I was going to say for the next week or so, but probably not since it's Christmas and I don't plan to be
Yeah,
doing
don't
much work in the next week or so. For the next little while, I may think back on this conversation and find creative ways to be kind and direct without being cliche in the
Mhm.
professionalisms of email.
Mhm. Well, and I think that also, we had talked about with feedback with the when I was talking about the
Mhm.
intern interviews, it's like I think that we need to get back to actually talking to each other too. It can be a phone call where we're not
Yeah.
having to do this because I have to be more careful on email because I don't want it to be read wrong.
Yeah,
And
because
in
everything is
person,
a paper trail.
yeah, in person, the inflection and
The
even over the
tone.
phone, yeah, it all matters. Like, there's no way that if I said, "Hey, would you mind just doing that next?" that you're gonna be like, "This bitch," because it's like I'm giving you a choice, but like
Yeah.
you need to take that as your next
Please,
thing on your
yeah,
list.
please understand that this is a huge priority for me.
Yeah,
If you can do
but
it next, that'd be
it
great.
all makes sense because it's direct but not bossy.
Yeah.
We just You have to figure out how to communicate. I would like for most emails to go away. There are things that you have to explain in an email,
Mhm.
but I would rather just talk to people most times. And I think that in corporate, a lot more people need to talk to each other
Yeah. I
and get a
will
lot more
say,
done.
again, from the ADHD perspective of my
Mhm.
brain, the only reason that I actually prefer having an email, in the moment, I would prefer to have the conversation. I am more of a conversation person, more of a people person than, keyboard and clicks. But I like having that to refer back
Mhm.
to remember the details of what I need to retain or what I need to get done. Sometimes,
Mhm.
you and I run across this. We'll have a conversation in the morning about what day looks like. And it's like, okay, before you get started on that entire to do list that we just created, can you please call so and so? And I'm like, yep, got it. And then we talk about something else. And that went in one ear, out the other.
Mhm.
And it'll
Yeah.
be 2:30 in the afternoon. And you're like, hey, did you ever call? And I'm like, nope, but I'll do it right now. I
Mhm.
remember that you asked me to do that, but it didn't make the list because it was an
Mhm.
anecdote, you
Yep,
know?
that's fair. So I do like to have to-dos in writing, but everything that someone tells me I put on a list and we're
Yeah,
still
because
working
you've
on that.
created an
Yeah.
excellent habit, and
Yeah.
I think, irrelevant to this conversation, more relevant to our working relationship, I think it would be really smart if when we have those morning conversations, instead of it being me getting ready to start my day, I need to be sitting in front of my list, and that would change
People,
everything.
people, we need to hold Mandy accountable. She has just set an intention and we need to make sure that this happens.
That was an intention, not a commitment.
It will be
No,
a
but
commitment if
I do
everyone holds
think
her accountable.
I do think that that would be a really smart move that would change, some of the productivity and maybe even less of an opportunity for you to say, move this to the top of your list because, bitch, I already had it on your list and you just didn't do it. Actually, sit in front of your list, take a look at the list every now and again. You might work from it.
Yeah, yeah. You just have to look at it in between everything you do. We're still working on all that. The ADHD is a real struggle.
Is it
But
just me or has this quickly become a roast Mandy Holt sort of a
I
podcast?
think everyone likes it. I what I love about this is that we had this conversation in person. It became your idea to do it. If I would have just sent in an email, do you think you could just be ready and sitting at your desk when we talk at 9 a.m. every day? You might have resented me, but you
No, I
came up with it
probably
all on
would
your
have,
own.
like, rebelled and moved that over into the essential marketing group folder and then carried on our normal conversations.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me what to
We're
do?
getting a lot we're getting a lot accomplished on this podcast episode.
Listen,
Happy holidays.
we are having some real life professional, but also friendly, therapy breakdowns of some
Yeah.
legitimate pain points that are not huge deals, but, that's the joy of working together outside of corporate. You just get to
No,
just
but
say the
what would
things.
happen if I was, instead of talking to you, like if I was sending emails about any of these things? You know what I mean? Like
I
it
would
just
probably call you and be like, "Is your phone broken? Like,
I
why did you
know,
do that?"
but the fact that people use email to talk about serious feedback, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're missing the boat somewhere. And I
Yeah.
know that a lot of corporations specifically do like a paper trail,
Mhm.
and but you can also have another person on the call whenever you do that, for to
Yeah, have
have
a witness.
Yeah,
It's
and it
possible.
could be a Zoom call where you have a transcript. I'm just saying
Well, the other
that's a
thing
good
is,
idea.
I think the phone call is a great first step. If you
Mhm.
want to follow up with the paper trail as a follow up with the paper trail because I
As we
tried
discussed
to be
today.
nice, then I think that's great. And even just a follow-up email to be like, "Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. I got some things off my chest or whatever, and here are the things that we both committed to. Appreciate your time." That gives people like me something to follow up to go, "Okay, hold on. I don't want to leave anything out. I don't want to miss anything. I have a recap." Oh my God, that just made my heart hurt. The
Recap.
amount of recaps of calls
Recap
that we had,
emails. Yeah.
whether we were writing them or receiving them, whatever, it
Mhm.
clogged my email so much. But I will
And
tell
all
you,
before AI when we could have had it writing those. Oh my
all doing it
gosh.
for us. Yeah, we like hand wrote these notes,
From memory. Oh
but
my
I
lord.
referred back to them all week, every week. Like it was the most corporate
Mhm.
garbage I've ever seen in my life, but it was necessary. I needed it
Mhm.
and I lived by it. And that
Yeah.
like that recap funneled into my to-do list and smart stuff, man. We're going to
Yeah,
start
but
doing our morning calls on Google Meet now, and we're going to have Jim and I take notes, and then that's going to create tasks on my list. And we have like a whole new system. Oh my God, we just cured our 2026 problems
I
on
know. We
Christmas
don't
Day
have
with the corporate
Yep.
burnouts.
We don't need to have a planning meeting now or anything.
It's all done. I
I
love
just
it.
encourage people to, you know, be direct. Don't let email speak for you to somebody,
Yeah.
and let's not just rely on it to get through to people. Have conversations. I know
Yeah.
that it's easy. It's the easy button, but things get lost in translation, and you can see that from all of these funny dumb things that people say in emails that you could get lost in the "Ugh, they said this,
Yeah.
it
Well,
means this," decoding it the whole time
yeah,
and not getting what you need out of it.
I would say, like, find the humor in it. Like, obviously, there's some frustrations in these emails. Look at the way that they're written and, like, chuckle. Just chuckle to yourself that they had to take the time to temper their frustrations to say, per my last email, instead of, screw you, you stupid idiot, read my last
Yeah.
email. You know, like, just appreciate it, giggle for what it is, take the hit for whatever you missed, and keep going.
Yeah.
Don't sweat the small stuff, like email jargon.
Yeah. I loved all of this. It's fun. It's fun to just mostly laugh,
Yeah.
and it's all just relatable. So, I did want to talk about one more thing before we are done with this podcast.
Yeah.
So, if you still have someone who needs to buy for you and you're still being asked what you want for Christmas, we recommend that you ask for a ticket to the Become Conference. It is a women's conference in St. Louis on March 12th and 13th, and it's for any woman in business. So you
Mhm.
own your own business, you work for a business, you have a job, basically. That is a good place for you to get reinvigorated for the beginning of the year, and it's full of keynote speakers, women who are successful in business, who have been through a full corporate career where they have something to teach you. There's breakouts where you can learn so many different skills, marketing things for your business, and it's just incredible. It's a
And
good
just come
reset.
out
Mhm.
inspired.
Mhm.
We all need
Yeah.
a little new inspiration. And what a great gift that somebody could give for you is like just
Yep.
to fill your cup a little bit to get back to it.
Yep. It's been so hard for me this year to tell people what to buy me. Like I literally am like,
Yeah.
I buy everything that I really want, and if
I
I
hate people
don't,
like you.
I know, but if I want it and I won't buy it for myself,
Then
then
I
you
would
can't
never
afford
ask
it
you to
either.
buy, yeah. Then I would not ask you to buy. That's Chase. I'm like, "What do you want for
Yeah.
Christmas?" He's like, "I already bought all the things, and if I haven't bought it yet, I would never ask you to spend that kind of money." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well,
Yep. So this is an investment in not only a Christmas present,
yeah, but
but it
yourself and
is,
your
yeah, in
future and
yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. I'm
So
really excited
I
about
highly recommend
going
it.
and really look forward to meeting people there. So I would encourage you, hop online, check out the show notes. We'll put the link in there so you can grab your tickets. And when you go, make sure that you come seek us out. We'd love to meet you all.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, this was lovely. Merry Christmas.
Merry
I will see you
Christmas.
soon.
All right. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.